Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and today we're looking at more cases for the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 and 10 Plus. And as you can see here, we have a series of cases that were sent to us by Encased to check out. We have cases that will work in a holster if you're looking for something like that. We do have a rugged case if you're looking for a rugged case. And then we have a thin profile case that's all going to support and protect your Note 10 or 10 Plus. So if you have a white one or a glow or a black and you're looking for protection, you're going to want to watch this video. Now, Encased has been creating very protective cases that both support holster capabilities with the kickstand, that they're rugged cases that can protect against drops and any kind of damage, and then some thin profile cases. So we're going to take a look at each one of these cases. We're going to do a wireless charging test, and then we're going to look at the overall fit and finish of each one. So let's get right to it.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the little bell icon to get notified when new videos become available.
Now, the first case that we're going to take a look at is this thin profile case. And what you see is that with this thin profile case, and it's called the thin armor, it does have kind of a honeycomb pattern in the inside, and that is going to help disperse some of the impact. It is a TPU case, but it's not one of those TPU cases that are terribly flexible. It does have some flexibility, and you'll notice at the back, it kind of has kind of like this pattern here. Let's try it on. We'll put it on the black one here for a little bit and see how this one looks. And again, this has a Whitestone dome glass screen protector on it, so no issues with the glass. And we'll put this in an angle here so you can see. Good screen protection here. So the screen protection is above the glass, and thin profile on the sides. As we look at the top here, you'll notice good cutouts. So the cutouts are pretty generous, and you can see how much material you have in the event that there's a drop. As we flip this over, you'll notice again your speaker is well exposed, pinhole mic is looking good there. And then on the back, if you look at your camera, it has great protection. Look at the depth. It has a lot of depth there, so it's going to do a lot of protecting when it comes to the back of the phone. Now, the buttons here are very responsive, and they do stand out quite a bit. And if we were to test it on the wireless charger, we're going to see that it wireless charges as well. So thin profile, again, TPU material, and it's going to be something that's going to give you some decent protection. Next up, we're going to look at the heavy duty case. Now, as we take a look at this case, and this is the Rebel series, notice at the very bottom that we're highlighting both our Twitter and our Instagram handles. Do us a favor. Follow us on Instagram and on Twitter. We're trying to grow those channels as well, and it's also a great way for you to get updated when we have new videos. So, as we take a look at the Rebel series, this is a super durable case. This case is going to give you some fantastic screen protection. Notice it has even these patterns here, which kind of lift your phone from the back, so it raises it above, and it provides some extra cushion right there. Polycarbonate material, really hard material. Definitely not one that's going to be impacted by any fingerprints. So in this one, what we're going to do is we're going to put the white one in, and we're going to see what this looks like. I'm just going to snap it into place just like this. Okay. All right. Now, let's take a look at this. So as we flip this over, you'll notice, again, fantastic camera protection. Look at the depth right there. And it's also in an angle, which means you're going to prevent any kind of backflashing. Over here, notice how much material here is protecting the bottom. Very thick. So if you do drop it, it's going to protect your stylus. Over here, your S Pen and everything that's going on. Cutouts are nice here. You'll notice here the cutouts look good as well. So you have your buttons are nicely raised. And then if we look at this area here, you'll notice how much of the screen is protected. It's really nicely protected all the way around without any issues at all. So this is going to be a great case as well. This also does support wireless charging. Now, to test the wireless charging, we're going to go ahead and place the phone right on it, and you'll notice that it wireless charges as well. Now, the last case we're going to check for Encased is the Slimline series. So you notice how it says right here, this is the Slimline edition. Now, this is going to be a polycarbonate frame, going to be very thin, and it's really designed to give you the ultimate viewing experience because it has this kickstand feature here. So this kickstand feature, if we move these phones over to the side, is going to allow you to really put your phone in this area, and it has a nice snap to it. Watch. All right, so it locks into place. It looks like it has maybe some magnets that are holding it into place because it doesn't come out once it's there, which is really nice. And it's again, it's a nice little frame. If I were to put this phone in it and snap it in, just to give you a sense of what it looks like, this is what it would look like, right? So if we were to open this up like this would be the viewing angle. Looks good. You'll notice here that you have some good access to the buttons. pinhole mic speakers nicely there, and at the bottom you have all the appropriate cutouts. So things look pretty solid. Now this one does come with a holster. So this is a really thin holster. So one of the things I'll warn you is that, I'm used to some very thick holsters, especially like if you think about OtterBox. And this is a very thin profile holster, so you can see that right here. Very thin. And I don't know, we'll have to see how durable they are, so just using them over the long period. But the nice thing about this holster is that it does have a kickstand that allows you to rotate, right? So you can see how you can rotate it on either side. And the neat thing also is that it has this kickstand here feature, so the belt hook turns into this kickstand that you can use it as a media viewing option. So you could put your phone in there. Now when you slide your phone in, it's slid in just like this, right? So that's how it would view, but obviously with the screen on this side. Now the thing about it is that it does have a felt material here that's going to make sure that it doesn't impact your screen. But I would always warn you, check your screen, because if there's sand, any kind of dirt, something that gets on here, you still have a soft material, but there could be something hard in there that will go against your screen. So if you were to think about what does this look like if it was, holster mode, all I'll do is I'll push this out, right, turn this around, and this is what it's going to look like as a holster. Very thin profile. Again, has a little hook here that's going to prevent it from falling out, and it seems like it's durable, but again, it's very, very thin. Now, for those of you who are curious, will the kickstand get in the way of wireless charging? Let's go ahead and put down the wireless charger. Still charges. So guys, that wraps up our review of cases from Encased. Are you going for the thin profile version? Are you going to go for this one here, which is the heavy duty version, right? Or are you a kickstand person and looking for something thin profile that has a kickstand? Love to hear from you. Let me know in the comment area below.